But first, move over, New York City. The socialists have officially arrived in Colorado last night, and it seems that they're here to stay, securing 2 more primary upset wins, bringing the total to 28 wins for far-left progressive candidates this election cycle alone.
One of those wins goes to progressive state representative Manny Rutinel, who scored a double-digit primary victory over former state representative Shannon Byrd. And the other, Democratic Socialists of America backed Malat Quiros, upsetting 30-year incumbent Diana DeGette in a major primary shakeup.
We will not wait to take the fight to Donald Trump and the oligarchy. We will not wait. We will not wait to abolish ICE and pass Medicare for all. And no, we will not wait to end the genocide in Palestine.
Here now, Ruthless Podcast co-host Michael Duncan. Michael, thank you for joining us. I think what's ironic is she only got 68,000 votes, but she's screaming like she just won the Super Bowl. What's happening in Colorado, and where should we expect this contagion to spread?
Well, all the energy in the Democratic Party, unfortunately, is with the lunatics and the socialists on the far, far left. This isn't your granddaddy's Democratic Party anymore, unfortunately. These people aren't talking about free health care, right? They're not talking about criminal justice reform. They are anti-capitalist and they are anti-America. Chevalier, who the DSA-backed candidate who won in New York's 13th district, she wrote about eradicating Western civilization. I don't know what she's doing running for Congress.
Yeah, I mean, Michael, you bring up such great points. I mean, their policies are really troubling because they don't stop there. They're also talking about, tearing down prisons and ending ICE, free public education and health care for everyone without answers about who's going to pay for all of this. So why is it that they are getting what seems like more and more support? Where is that support coming from, and how do you explain that?
Well, to Marcus's point earlier, you're talking about a small fraction of the Democratic Party that is frequent Democratic primary voters, a very small universe, a highly engaged in our process voting base, but people who are far, far left. So a very small number of voters deciding the direction of that party right now. And what they want is to fight Donald Trump every single day. So when Donald Trump's on their television putting up wins for America, they get mad. And so there's not only a far left base of the party right now that's animated, there's also a huge streak of just an anti-incumbency urge in the Democratic Party.
Yeah, Michael, if you're using game theory in this particular moment, you almost don't want to stop the craziness that's happening. The sort of modest Democrats for years kept feeding and feeding and feeding, and now they're being eaten by these folks. And so we'll see.